Hey, welcome back to the channel, and I'm back in this tutorial with a new style of minimal approach to make your photo look like much more like a cinema grade poster, or looks like one of those magazine cover or something like that. And I hope that this video also brings out good amount of knowledge to you. So without further ado, let's begin. Alright guys, so we are inside Photoshop, and now drag the image that you want to use for this tutorial, and I have selected these two images that I want to mix up to make a sort of like aesthetic and minimal approach, kind of flyer, poster, whatever you call it. So select object from the quick action section to the photo, and the AI is gonna do your job. And let's go to the select and mask, and take the refine edge brush, increase it a little bit, and paint over the areas that the hair needs to be transparent. So yeah, we are pretty much done with all of it. Now let's mask it and make it transparent, and let's make a solid color layer adjustment to the background. So take something something like a lightish tone. So I'm gonna just go with orange in this case, so something like not too much vibrance of orange. So there you go, we're pretty much done. And now scale it down a little bit, place it to a corner, in the corner of bottom left. I think it looks good. So now I'm gonna unhide the another picture that I'm gonna use, but before that I'm just gonna select the render from the masking option, and go to the expand option and expand it to 10. After that, go to the adjustment layer, and fill it with a color that you want. For this case, I'm just gonna go with a white. You can go with black, but black doesn't look good, so let's go with white. And now it looks like one of those clickbait thumbnails that you see that big YouTubers make. So you can apply this effect to anywhere. And now let's decrease these, upscale down this image, and place it to somewhere around the top corner, so it looks like sort of fitting. So I'm just gonna place it to bottom right, and there you go. It looks very much good. Now press OK, and just make a new layer, and go to the selection tool, make a square type of shape, and fill it with the color of the image's pinkish tone. So select the color from eyedropper tool and fill it, and it's starting to coming all together. Now make some random pillar type of shapes with the selection tool, and do it 3 times, and just copy paste it right now. After you just do it 1 time, place them in a sort of like a well balanced way. I think that will look good. Yeah, this looks okay. And now let's copy it again, and place it behind our to a distance, but let's zoom again to ensure that our distance is going very well. So now I'm gonna do another effect to the background shape. Let's go to the blending options and decrease the fill opacity to 0, and give it the shape to something of the background color we felt, the pinkish tone. And select the first one too, and do the same process that we did. And now it's gonna make a super cool effect on back. So now we're done with everything, but I need to apply some tone to the main image. So let's just give it like, decrease it like to black and white. In that way, if you want to apply any color, it will blend really well into the image. So go to a solid layer and apply a solid layer to to the render of the girl, and clip mask it, so it will only affect to the render of the girl. And I'm gonna just apply something like a light tone of orange. So everything looks good right now. And if you want, you can also like do another kind of effect, like selecting the object again, make a new layer, do a fill, like this time maybe with a sort of like do the same effect like I did with those shapes. But I think this doesn't look so much fitting because it just looks so much out of place. And yeah, I'm just gonna, so I'm gonna just decrease it to a little bit. It doesn't look good. It just justifies on what you want to do. But black in light color doesn't really fit, so I'm gonna delete it. I don't really need it. So let's just merge all that we did and apply a solid camera raw filter to it. So in that way it will pop out much more detail, and also the color tone will be much more enriched. So go to the color grading and choose the color grading that you want, but I want to go to somewhere around pinkish, also maintaining the both orange vibe and pinkish vibe too, so that they all blend nicely together. So do the color grading to your liking, but be careful with not doing too much of the saturation, or it will look like an sore for an eye. And give it some green, some vignette, so it will look like a tasty piece of photography, give it some texture, some contrast. I'm just gonna increase the contrast, like decrease it a little bit later, but now I'm just gonna adjust the shadow and everything, and apply some whites, some textures, and press OK. So there you go. This was let's just make the group of everything, and this is before and after it. We're pretty much done with this minimal poster approach. And so this is how you can actually make any kind of your portrait shot into an aesthetic photo without taking a third-party apps to make some filters or something like that. So I hope this video helped, and if it did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. So I have to see you on to the next one. Have a nice day.